Beloved, you might not expect this, but what I'm about to share may help you reflect more deeply on how God is working in your life from this moment forward. There are things unfolding for you quietly, deliberately, that are not meant to be announced, explained, or proven to anyone. The urge to speak, to show, to justify what you feel inside may rise strongly, but giving in too quickly can disrupt what God is carefully shaping in your life. Not everything sacred needs to be shared widely, but it is still important to seek wisdom and support from trusted, godly community. In fact, some of the most powerful transformations happen in silence. As it is written in Psalm 46:10, "Be still and know that I am God." That stillness is not emptiness, it is where clarity begins. Silence is not weakness, it is spiritual strength in its purest form. It is where your soul learns to listen beyond the noise, beyond the opinions, beyond the distractions. When you quiet your mind, you begin to discern more clearly God's guidance through His Word, His Spirit, and the quiet conviction within your heart. And if you stay with me until the very end of this video, there is a special prayer prepared just for you, a prayer for strength and grace in this sacred season. Now, as you step into this deeper awareness, I invite you to respond. If you feel this message speaking to your spirit, type Amen in the comments as a sign of your readiness. Like, share, and subscribe to support this journey. And to those who have been engaging with faith and sincerity, your path is seen even in the silence. There is a quiet wisdom that begins to unfold when you realize not everything within you is meant to be spoken aloud. For those walking a deeper spiritual path, there comes a moment of understanding. What is sacred must be handled with care. Silence, in this sense, is not about hiding, it is about honoring. It becomes a form of protection, a gentle boundary that shields what God is still shaping within you. As it is written in Proverbs 4:23, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." This guarding is not fear, it is wisdom. When you begin to experience spiritual insight, clarity, or awakening, there is often a strong urge to share it. You may want others to understand what you are discovering, to validate what you feel, or to witness your transformation. But not every revelation is meant for public understanding. Some truths are seeds, and seeds do not grow well when constantly unearthed. Speaking too soon can expose something fragile to opinions that are not aligned with your journey. What was once clear can become clouded. What once felt powerful can begin to feel uncertain. Think of the story of Genesis, when Joseph received dreams that pointed to his future. In his eagerness, he shared them openly, even when those around him were not ready to receive such truth. The result was not encouragement, but resistance and misunderstanding. His story reminds us that timing and discernment matter, even as God remains sovereign over every step. There is a lesson here. Timing matters, and so does discernment. Silence also protects your focus. The world is full of voices, advice, opinions, expectations, and not all of them are meant for you. Even those who care about you may unknowingly project their fears or limitations onto your path. When you speak too openly about your spiritual direction or future plans, you invite these voices into a space that should remain clear and undisturbed. Doubt can begin to creep in, not because your path is uncertain, but because too many conflicting perspectives have been allowed to take root. This is why silence becomes a form of alignment. It helps you stay anchored in what you have been shown, rather than what others think you should do. While God works uniquely in each life, we are still called to grow together as part of His body. What works for another person may not apply to you, and comparison can quietly pull you away from your purpose. By choosing stillness over explanation, you allow your understanding to deepen naturally, without pressure or interference. There is also something deeply transformative about letting your life speak for itself. You do not need to announce every step forward. Growth does not require an audience to be real. In fact, some of the most profound changes happen in ways that cannot be easily explained. When your actions begin to reflect your inner transformation, people will notice, not because you told them, but because it becomes evident. Consider how Matthew 6:6 encourages a private connection with the divine. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. There is power in what is done quietly, away from the need for recognition. It is in these unseen moments that strength is built, clarity is formed, and purpose becomes steady. In a world that constantly pushes you to share, to prove, to display your progress, choosing privacy is an act of strength. It allows you to move at the pace your spirit requires, not the pace others expect. It gives you the space to grow without comparison, to learn without pressure, and to trust without needing constant reassurance. Your path is personal, your experiences are meaningful, even if no one else fully understands them. And not everything that is real needs to be visible. Some things are meant to be carried quietly, nurtured patiently, and revealed only when the time is right. As you continue rising along your spiritual path, something subtle yet undeniable begins to happen. You are seen, not always in obvious ways, but sensed, noticed, felt. Growth carries a kind of light, and light naturally draws attention. Some will be drawn to it with curiosity or admiration, while others may not understand it at all. This is why wisdom calls for restraint, not fear, not withdrawal, but a quiet strength that knows when to remain unseen. As written in Ecclesiastes 3-7, there is a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Recognizing that timing is part of spiritual maturity, silence in this season becomes your covering. It shields what is still forming within you. When you begin to step into deeper awareness or experience personal breakthroughs, it can be tempting to share every detail. But not everyone who listens will understand, and not everyone who understands will support. Some may question, some may doubt, and others may unintentionally project their own fears onto your journey. In protecting your silence, you protect your peace. You give yourself the space to grow without interference, without needing to defend what is still unfolding. There is a quiet lesson reflected in the life of 1 Kings 19, where Elijah encountered God, not in the wind, the earthquake, or the fire, but in a gentle whisper. That whisper was not meant for the crowd. It was personal, intimate, and precise. In the same way, much of what you are receiving now is not meant to be broadcast. It is meant to be absorbed, lived, and understood in stillness. As your awareness deepens, resistance may also appear. Not always openly, but in subtle forms, dismissive words, skeptical looks, or even distance from those who once felt close. This does not mean you are on the wrong path. Often, it means you are moving beyond familiar patterns. By choosing silence, you avoid unnecessary friction. You are not obligated to explain your transformation to those who are not ready to see it. Instead, you let your life quietly reflect the change. There is also a deeper reason for this silence, one that protects you from within. Spiritual growth can bring moments of clarity, insight, even a sense of elevation. And while these experiences are meaningful, they can also tempt the ego to take hold. Recognition, praise, or admiration from others can slowly shift your focus outward, away from the quiet inner work that truly matters. This is why humility becomes essential, as reminded in James 4:10. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and He will lift you up. True elevation does not come from being seen by people, but from staying aligned with what is sacred. Silence helps you stay grounded. It keeps your heart steady and your intentions clear. It reminds you that this journey is not about proving anything, but about becoming who you were created to be. When you no longer feel the need to explain yourself, something shifts. You begin to walk with a quiet confidence rooted not in yourself, but in God's grace and presence. There is also peace in this way of living. In a world filled with constant noise, opinions, and endless information, silence becomes a refuge. It allows your mind to rest. It gives your thoughts room to settle. And in that stillness, you begin to hear what truly matters. As expressed in Isaiah 30:15, "In quietness and trust is your strength." That strength is not loud, but it is unshakable. Over time, you will notice that silence is not emptiness. It is presence. It is awareness. It is connection. It becomes the space where clarity grows, where peace deepens, and where your spirit aligns more fully with its purpose. You are not withdrawing from the world. You are learning how to move through it with intention, with discernment, and with grace. And in that quiet, something beautiful takes root. A calm that cannot be disturbed easily. A direction that does not need constant confirmation. A faith that stands, even when unspoken. In the end, what you are learning is not simply how to be quiet, it is how to become whole. Silence is no longer something you practice occasionally. It becomes a way of living, a sacred posture of the heart. In that stillness, you begin to recognize that your growth does not need to be announced to be real, and your connection with God does not require an audience to be powerful. As it is written in Lamentations 3:26, It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. There is goodness, even beauty, in waiting, in trusting, in allowing things to unfold without rushing to explain them. When you embrace this, you step into a deeper peace, one that is not shaken by noise, opinions, or the expectations of others. You begin to move differently, with intention and quiet confidence, choosing your words carefully and honoring your inner world as something sacred. In your daily life, this can be as simple as taking a few moments each morning to sit in stillness before the day begins, turning off distractions that overwhelm your mind, or choosing not to respond immediately when you feel pressured to explain yourself. It can look like protecting your plans until they are ready, listening more than you speak, and trusting that what is meant to grow will grow, even in silence. As you continue walking this path, remember the gentle truth found in Psalm 62:1. Truly, my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from Him. That rest is available to you now, not when everything is perfect, but right here, in the quiet spaces you create within yourself. And now, let this moment become personal. Take a breath, slow down, and receive this prayer. Dear God, in a world filled with noise and constant demands, I ask for your peace to settle deeply within my heart. Teach me the strength found in silence, not as a place of emptiness, but as a space where I can hear you clearly. Guard my spirit from distractions that pull me away from your purpose. Help me to walk humbly, to grow quietly, and to trust that what you are building in me does not need to be proven to anyone. When I feel the urge to seek validation, remind me that your approval is sufficient. When I face doubt or misunderstanding, anchor me in your truth and strengthen my faith. Fill my mind with clarity, my heart with peace, and my path with your light. Let my life reflect your presence, not through words alone, but through the way I live, love, and remain faithful in the unseen moments. Strengthen me to protect what is sacred, to honor the journey you have given me, and to move forward with quiet confidence, knowing that you are with me every step of the way. Amen. If this message has resonated with your spirit and you feel ready to embrace this path of quiet strength, take a moment to connect, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next message meant for your journey, and share in the comments one word that reflects what you are choosing today, whether it is peace, trust, or silence. Your voice matters, even as you learn the power of stillness and your journey continues with purpose.